Hey there, StarCraft fans. It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Evolution. It's going to be StarCraft 2 versus Brood War here today from the StarCraft Evolution League number 7. Happened about a week or so ago. I didn't have a chance to cast it live. I want to do number 8, so keep an eye out at twitch.tv/FalconPaladin and youtube.com/FalconPaladin for more StarCraft Evolution if you are excited for more. Top right, it is Shin, the Korean Zerg player. He's playing StarCraft 2 Zerg. And in the bottom left, it's a Polish Terran player. He's playing Brood War. The whole point of StarCraft Evolution is going to be StarCraft 2 versus Brood War. It's going to be on ley lines. It's going to be on a StarCraft 2 map. Sometimes they're on StarCraft 2 maps. Sometimes they're on Brood War maps. You know, just to even it out, make it fair. Because if it's all StarCraft 2 maps, StarCraft 2 players have the advantage. And if it's all Brood War maps, Brood War players and people playing Brood War races have the advantage as well. So throwing down a nice supply depot into what looks like it's going to be a command center first play here from Spirit. Wow. Okay, command center first here against Shin, who throws down a pool early. I think that was like maybe a 16 pool into an 18 hatch here. Interesting. I don't think this is a StarCraft 2 build against Terran, but maybe there are particular strategies here if you're facing a Brood War Terran other than a StarCraft 2 Terran. So we've got barracks coming up here from Spirit. 1, 2 on the way. We have more SCVs. No gas being taken by either player at this stage of the game. Oversaturating. We've got a queen as soon as the spawning pool finishes. We've got 4 lings on the way here from Shin. And yeah, hit that like button if you're excited to see Brood War versus StarCraft 2, man, with high-level professional players. Oh, so excited. Is this a 3 racks? 3 racks behind the command center. First play, Spirit, man. What are we doing? Checking our proxies. Are these lings? Proxies are very popular in StarCraft 2 and Brood War. Okay, so finally saturating his gas. Saturating his gas as well. Here is Shin. But yeah, command center first is it's not a rush play, right? Command center first, economic advantage, and then 3 racks is basically an aggression play. I am super interested to see how this game will finish out, man. Wow, what an interesting opening here from Spirit. Yeah, that's right. Get out of here. These are Brood War Marines. A little bit tankier than StarCraft 2 Marines here. Third base coming up here from Shin. Let's check. Let's check the HP. 45. Oh, okay. So we've balanced it. Maybe? Okay. Creep spreading. Here is this queen. And a Baneling Nest, maybe? Baneling Nest for this 3 racks opening here. Fire bats! Fire bats are here. Fire it up. That's right. Look how they walk. Oh, we are moving out. We're moving out? We're not moving out. We're thinking about moving out. We're not going to move out. Okay, we're just going to sit here for a minute. Third base is coming up. Creep's trying to connect these 3 bases. Seriously, though, a Baneling Nest would be good. This guy cannot see this. Can this guy see this? He can't see this move out. That Overlord positioning is not good enough to see this move out. This is pretty intense, man. Army value is 13 to 12. Queens are part of that army value for the Zerg player. Queens are going to help, right? They're not really all that good against upgraded Marines with stim, but these are not upgraded Marines. This is 0 upgrade Marines, 0 upgrade Firebats, no stim for these boys, no range for the Marines, no anything crazy at all, no medics to heal them up either. This is very strange. Obviously, we have an academy because that's what these Firebats are for. But look at that. Look at that flamethrower animation. Oh, I love it. I am in love with it here. Firebats are tanking damage a little bit. The lings roll in and just get obliterated by these Firebats. A queen dies. Another nice pullback. Not of the queens. I'm not sure the lings are getting a lot of value done. No, Firebats are exploding here. So we're going to pull back now. Lings not going to chase us down. Absolutely not. Queens, big, tanky, strong, are little baby Marines. And Firebats not quite enough to deal with these queens, which is normal, right? Queens are good against early pushes like that, which is why Zerg players in StarCraft 2 make this many queens to begin with. They're good at dealing with anything that gets thrown at you, man. They are tanky. They can hit air. They can hit ground. There's your stim timing here from Spirit on the Academy. He's firing up a factory. finally deciding maybe we should get some siege tanks. 2 factory, 3 racks play. Shin has a baneling nest. I don't think he has any banelings yet, though. I haven't seen any come through the production tab. I haven't seen any wandering around either. They're hard to miss. They're big and they're green. Interesting. Yeah, but more queen production here. I mean, this is just, we're staying safe with queens. Medics have arrived. Look at their big old shields. Looking cool. Looking very cool here. Loving that. I mean, they just add so much utility to these marines and to these fire bats, without a doubt. You get them out so fast as well. So, factory's got a little tiny machine shop here. Makes me laugh. Ooh, vulture's coming in. And I'm fairly sure that's siege mode. Kind of looks like an anvil. I don't know. I don't know if that's siege mode. He's meching on the follow-up, boys. He's floating his barracks out for scouting purposes or walling purposes. Ooh, he might continue to make marines. Dude, look at this. 3rd CC from Spirit. 4th CC coming in. He is macroing so hard, and part of it is you start with many more workers than 6 here in StarCraft Evolution, even if you're Brood War. It would not be fair, right? If the Zerg player gets to start with 12 workers and you start with 6, you will die every single game. So little balance optimizations happening all of the time. Banelings are here. They have centrifugal hooks yet? I don't think they do. I think they're slow banes. Because it takes a while for that upgrade. What is that upgrade? I don't even know what that one is. What are we doing here, guys? Is that spider mines? Or is that spider mines? I don't know what these upgrades are, man. Siege tanks are coming in. Let's see if we get siege mode on them. You do have to research siege mode in StarCraft Brood War. It doesn't come by default like it does in StarCraft 2. There was a time when siege mode did have to get researched in StarCraft 2, but they had a really hard time dealing with early attacks from Protoss especially. So they were given siege mode as default and don't have to research them anymore. Yep, spider mines exist. Okay, so that was spider mines. This is probably vulture speed then. That right side upgrade coming in. Can't use the exact same icons from Brood War, apparently. I don't know why. That's probably just a JPEG, right? Somewhere in the game files. Infestation Pit coming in allows you to get a hive. There's centrifugal hooks, giving banelings their speed upgrade, which is so good. Zerg units are faster on creep in StarCraft 2. There is no speed bonus on creep for units in Brood War, Zerg or otherwise. Lings, banelings, trying to jump on this. Stimming in and engaging, kiting a little bit, trying to avoid these banes. Widow Mine connections are big! Was that a spider mine hit? I feel like that was a spider mine hit. I would rewind this, but Hyper One was very clear. The tournament organizer, Hyper One, you may recognize his name, was very clear about do not rewind these replays, they will break. So I'm not doing that, but I'm pretty sure that was a spider mine hit on those banelings. That was kind of insane. We have resources lost? We do. 7 banelings have died, 6 fire bats, 3 marines have gone down. This is so interesting for my brain. I usually kind of work in one compartment at a time, StarCraft 2 or Brood War. Sometimes they bleed into each other for sure. But having to do them both at the same time always works it. That works my brain a lot. Yeah, there we go. Siege tanks still don't have... They have a minimum attack range like they do in Brood War and StarCraft 2 continually. More spider mines getting laid. The spider mine explosion animation is nuts. You get 3 of them per vulture for free as long as you've got the upgrade there. They say, you know, you buy a vulture for the spider mines and then the vulture comes free. Is the idea there. All the values in those spider mines for the most part. Shin's expanding a bunch. He is Lingbane queening his way all over the place. Vipers, Hydras, Roaches in production. A single Wraith is on the way, and he's getting Cloak for that Wraith as well on the old control tower here. Interesting plays. Oh, a Contaminate gets used on the starport. It's just a spell from this Overseer, which you upgrade from Overlords to give them detection, and they have spells. They can drop Changelings that turn into little marine units if you're against a Terran player, and this Contaminate ability that stops all production or any upgrades that are happening on a building for a while, and then it falls off and it resumes. I haven't seen a Contaminate in a game in a very long time, so that was kind of fun seeing it here. Spirit expanding again. This is some crazy aggressive expansion timings. I don't know if this, again, is StarCraft Evolution like, just meta. It's just different enough. Good surrounds on these vultures. Nice Ling controls there. But at the end of the day, no abducting. Oh, beautiful abduct on that siege tank. The follow of the Banelings connecting. Not a great idea, use of Banelings, but it's okay. Unsieged siege tanks moving. Blinding cloud by the Vipers. Making it so that the tanks have an attack range of like 0. There you go. They can't attack anything outside of a particular range here. That's why some of the tanks are unsieged. Some of them are siege coming out and bam, exploding those hydras quite nicely. Army value is 98 to 64 in favor of Shin right now. What an incredible TVZ this is. Cloaks, Wraiths, causing issues. More Hydralisks. The Roaches jumping in here too. They're kind of a tankier Hydralisk that can't shoot up. For those of you joining the party from the Brood War side of things. Woo! Okay, good hold there. Did not lose this base. You can't planetary a base in Brood War. Doesn't exist. You gotta actually have units defending them. Not that planetaries are incredibly good. A nice abduct again from that Viper. Yeah, the spellcaster flying Vipers are casting this blinding cloud, reducing the attack range of these units to like 1. Not very good for ranged units at all. And yeah, look at these Wraiths getting hits off on the Overseers. They're parked here in oversight mode. Roach Hydra target firing down the command center. Repair is available and it is being used. 3 SCVs go down. Income. We have income, right? Yeah. Is favoring Shin here, but not by as much as you might expect based on how that minimap looks. And based on the 88 workers that Shin has. I mean, Shin has just been so aggressive. More Overseers coming in. He wants to be able to deal with the Wraiths. Obviously, they can cloak, and maybe also if there are some Ghosts. Ghosts are not very good in Brood War. They're not used for many things. Especially not in this matchup. They have a lockdown ability that can take mechanical units and lock them down for 41 seconds. But as Zerg doesn't have any mechanical units, it's not good. Oh, Goliath's getting hits off on the Vipers, but then the Hydras and Lynx crush those guys. Ooh, coming on in. Siege tanks firing away. They're pretty good against Hydras. Going to be really good against Roaches here, too. Unfortunately. Yeah, this Wraith. All right, Zerg pulling back a little bit here. Vultures with speed, very fast. Siege tanks setting up in positions that's hard to jump on. For the Zerg player here, Roach Hydra against these siege tanks. I don't know if that's the right move. Here from Shin. Not feeling good about it. These very injured siege tanks are firing away. Bam! Queen Corpse knocked halfway across the map. Drones got to get pulled from this position. Rich Vespine Geyser, extra gas return here in StarCraft 2. Swinging up the left side is a Vulture Harass hit squad. We've got Spines defending it, though, and Vultures are really bad against buildings. Really good against other things like Hydralisks, and pretty good against Lings especially. So Hatchery actually gets taken out by Shin, the Polish Terran player here. He might go into nukes too. The man likes his nukes. Lunge is on the way from Shin, because every Zerg player loves Lunge. I don't know why, but they sure do. Vultures fighting Queens? I don't know about this. What upgrades do they have? I guess they have +2. Maybe they can fight against Queens a little bit. And they do. They take big losses, obviously. I love this one Roach at this one base. This not triggering the Spider Mine. Not close enough to hit it somehow. Pushing up a ramp a little bit. This little Wraith Ball, again, continuing to try to get hits off on the Overseers and the Vipers for the most part, but Hydra's chasing them away as well here. 3-3 is on the way for the Hydras and the Roaches. Any full upgrades? No 3-3 on the way here from Spirit. No, there is a +3 attack. Oh, it's over on the right side there. I see it now on that production tab. It's happening. It is, in fact, happening. What is killing? Is there a base here? Why are drones dying? Oh, SCVs. I'm stupid. Why are SCVs dying? Because that Roach got in here and did some SCV murdering. That's what happened. Fair enough. Greater Spires coming in from Shin. You got Broodlords that are like Guardians, but better. Sort of. Well, no, they're definitely better. They're still not amazing, though. In case you were wondering about that in StarCraft 2. All right, Ling Hydra lunging in there. A little bit of a speed boost given to them. Blinding Cloud again being awesome, but this Mass Goliath with a little bit of siege tank support play. Kind of impressive. Goliaths do a lot of damage versus ground. They have great anti-air capabilities. Ooh, Parasitic Bomb catching some of those flying units from the Viper too. Viper has a lot of useful spells is what we're learning here today. If this is your first time in a StarCraft 2 game. All right, snipety snipe, snipe, snipe. Good, taking that down. Extractor taken down. Spine crawler range is pretty impressive for sure. Weird Mass Goliath play here, dude. Plunging in there again are the Hydralisks. I don't think it's a very useful upgrade, but it's new. And Zerg players are interested in using their new upgrades whenever they come in. Vipers getting smashed, getting some abducts off, but dying for it as well. Siege tanks backing up these Goliaths make them so much better. And this hatch does go down. Spirit taking down another hatchery here, expanding up this right side too. His macro has been bananas today. Surprised he's not okay. He's here yet. I was gonna say surprised he's not here yet. He totally is. These lings have adrenal, right? Just because you're making roaches and hydras doesn't mean you're not making adrenal, right? He doesn't have adrenal. Cool. Big hydra attack on this right side base. No, not even close. This base is probably gonna die too. If this was a planetary, this many hydras would take it down. Assuming the repair wasn't fast enough, I guess. This one siege tank. Again, tanks are good against hydras, not in those numbers. Cloaked Wraiths getting hits off. They tickle more than anything else, but they do damage. We'll take that at this point. You'll notice lurkers running around here from Shin. Everybody knows what a lurker is. Although the StarCraft 2 variation is better against armored things than light things for some reason. So they're better against buildings and like siege tanks than they are against things like Marines and fire bats, which again is complete reversal from Brood War, but hey, this is what they do. What is this all about? Yeah, lurkers taking out those Goliaths. Lurker spines are big. Trying to flank a little bit here with the Hydras. Blinding Cloud 2 coming down the ramp. The Blinding Cloud has been consistent today on these tanks, but the back line and the other back line getting some work done. Yeah, constant scans revealing these lurkers, so siege tanks can fire on them. They've got that +3 attack. I do not, and wow! Shin taps out at 17 minutes. 174 to 152 supply. Army value 94 to 68, I guess. Resources lost. 34,000 to 24,000. Spirit. The siege tanks, the Brood War siege tanks, putting in some serious winning here today. Ooh, that was amazing. What a fantastic showing there from Spirit, taking down a much better player than him. Shin is a much better player, but maybe the Brood War units gave him the edge that he needed. Maybe Shin wasn't quite ready for how good siege tanks are. So yeah, it's 26 siege tanks and 3 Vipers with 45 spider mines at the end of the game. Holy crap, that's a lot of spider mines. Just everywhere out on the map, eh? Apparently so, but yeah, going Hydra against this doesn't work any better than it does in Brood War, apparently. The Roaches didn't do as well as they wanted. 42 went down. 8 Lurkers died, only 2 remaining. The Viper play was pretty good, but not good enough, obviously, to get the win. And fan-frigging-tastic display. What a great game here from Spirit. 17-minute TVZ. Brood War versus StarCraft 2. Brood War wins this one. I am so curious. I'm curious to see what else we have going on here in this whole thing. So, okay. I mean, I would rewind it, but again, it breaks everything and I think crashes the program. So I'm not going to do that. But you guys can rewind, right? Rewind the VOD, see what's going on here. 20 SCVs died, 11 drones went down. Pretty negligible losses, I'd say. 2 command centers died, 2 hatcheries died. Pretty even across that board. Firebats and Marines early into the straight-up mech. Loved that transition from Spirit. Loved the early command center, early 3rd base. You got a 4th base, 5th base, 6th base, and a 7th base. And I think he had an 8th base rolling too before those Hydras killed it, which is amazing macro here from Spirit. So good job by him. That early worker count can really snowball on us, huh? Okay, well, that's a GG, and that's going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Evolution Brood War versus StarCraft 2. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.